So in this complex reality, we have to move from viewing the organization as a machine that can be controlled and managed to viewing it as a social system. People are not cogs in the machinery. They have feelings, dreams, challenges, and thoughts and cannot be controlled. People are not robots. They are complex, adaptive systems that work from intrinsic motivation only. And that means that we need to stop to see people as resources and view them as the living organisms that they are, who we need to treat differently to work optimally. No standardization anymore, no boxing people with labels or grades anymore, just skills to understand better what makes each person tick. And to create this well-functioning social system, it's a very complex task, and we need to use a lot more experimentation and trial and error for that to work. There are no recipes for success here, and Agile is definitely not the silver bullet. What do you need to do to make a person function optimally? Do you need to care maybe about their basic psychological needs? And these needs are very different for every person you meet. I have written 3 books about these topics of agile HR, agile leadership, and human motivation at work. And this is the first book that came out in 2017. The second book is a picture book with 220 illustrations that complement the message from the first book. This book is available for free download for everybody who is attending this meetup, and I will send you a code that you can use if you ask me for it. My email address, Pia-Maria@agilepeople.com, or ask Mindy for that. The last book came out in September 2020, and this is a co-creation between myself and 35 Agile people from around the world who have each written one chapter about one of the Agile people principles. We're going to start to look a bit at the problems with traditional leadership and traditional HR. We do believe that we can control reality and make this perfect plan from A to Z, but reality looks different. So the problem is that the world is not predictable anymore, and we need feedback regularly from reality to make the right choices along the way. So instead of making a perfect plan that we already know before it starts will not happen, you could say that in Agile, you accept reality as it is and adapt to it. Another problem we have is that we are focusing way too much on the shareholder value when we should focus first on the customer value and the employee satisfaction. Happy employees serve customers, and happy customers will lay the foundation for a profitable organization that can deliver value to the shareholders. But the shareholder value is really a consequence of the value creation happening between employees and customers. So value comes first, profit follows. We need profit to survive as a company, but that's not the reason why we run the company. The reason is to create value for some customer. So like Frederic Laloux so brilliantly puts it in his book, Reinventing Organizations, profit is like the air we breathe. We need air to live, but we don't live to breathe. And for HR, customers are managers and employees. Another problem that we have is that managers are feeling a lack of psychological safety in agile transformation programs. What happens to me and my role when we become agile? This is a really, you could say it's a 20, it's a catch 22, because managers today, they don't have the agile mindset, and they cannot get the agile mindset unless they change the structures, but they have no reason to change the structures because they don't have the agile mindset. So nothing will change. This is a big catch 22 problem that we're facing in today's agile transformation programs. Another problem is that our organizational system is not making it easy for us to perform. Instead, the system is limiting us by putting obstacles in the way for great performance and letting people be themselves and perform from their abilities. A bad system will beat a good person every time. So fix the system, you know. Also, a good system will make a bad person perform really well. So 95%, William Edwards Deming is saying, of performance sits not in the individuals, in the people, but in the system.